Okay, so Grace got a new update, which came new modifiers, an entire shop system, which is cool, and 2 new game modes. Today I'll be covering the game mode Reprieve and how to play it. Reprieve is an extremely fast-paced game mode that has several unique mechanics, and in my own words I would say, not for the weak. Right now I'll just cover what to do first when delving into Reprieve for the first time. When you spawn, you are immediately tasked to collect all dark pillars before time runs out. You will drop from the sky and are pretty much forced to run around and collect the pillars. You will also have the unique ability to slide into a wall to bounce off of it, and whichever direction you face will be the way you bounce towards, so you use that to your advantage, everyone. When you complete collecting every pillar, you'll be asked to end the run or keep going. Ending the run will give you all awards at the bottom, but if you press keep going, you are met with the choice of a modifier. The bottom one will allow you to add an entity, while the top one will always allow you to decrease the time you have. And then you're just thrown back in to do it again and again, but every modifier you get will increase the reward at the end, if you press to go back at least. Running out of time will spawn this, which will insta-kill unless you use one very special mechanic we're about to cover. That's right, the parry mechanic. This mechanic is not one of the most useful mechanic in this mode, as it stops almost literally every entity. As it's kind of obvious for me to say this, every time you choose an entity, it will appear for so. So choosing your entity is really important in this state. You'll get a choice right here, but you can re-roll every time you want and get the one you want. The choosable entities currently are Dozer, Litany, Rue, Doppel, Doomer, and Epic Duck, I guess. Why is there a duck here again? Alright, so while playing this mode, I found a few tricks that might help you too when starting out in this mode. When sliding into a wall, you get a boost in both speed and height. But what I didn't tell you is that depending on how far you fall down is the speed you'll get at the end. So what you want to do is immediately hit slide and then go towards a wall. This will give you a massive speed boost that will help you collect as many pillars as possible within the first few seconds while it still lasts. Doombringer and Dozer are the easiest enemies to get rid of, since Dozer is really predictable and Doombringer disappears after you parry him once. But you can also just avoid Doombringer by holding him constantly, so that also works. Doombringer completely disappears after being parried, so make sure you get him if you're planning to, well, get some easy wins, but he might take some practice. When choosing a modifier, you can choose to keep it as is, which won't change much at all. It just gives you a bit more rewards without changing the multiplier for them.